Okay, welcome back. So, who does this Brian guy think he is? First, he shows up at the coffee shop to tell me to stop searching for Ren. Then, he shows up outside my house for reasons I still don't know. And now it seems like he's flirting with me? Don't tempt you about what? Look, I have an appointment to keep. We'll see each other soon. I don't think you're listening to me. The feelings is mutual. He hits the gas, but the car's in parking, causing the engine to rev loudly. Is that supposed to impress me? It helps if you put it in drive first. It helps if you put it in drive first. You're assuming I wanted the car to move? Well, yeah, that's kind of what cars are for. And you only like using things as they're intended? He gives you a smile that sends shivers through your body. What does he mean by that? I'll be seeing you. He guides the car out of the space. You barely have enough time to move your feet from being run over. You turn and see the couple on the stairs cheering you on. You go, sweetie! You raise your bat and mock salute. Damn straight! You make your way back to your apartment. The adrenaline seems to be subsiding and your arms start to shake. You're halfway across the street before the thought hits you. Holy crap, Brian's car didn't have a license plate. That has to be a bad sign. You head up to your building. I need to find out more about this Ren guy to know what I'm dealing with. Luckily, I know just the person to go see. That's a nice office. It's early in the afternoon the next day when you go meet Senator Dayton in her office. Wow, Senator. It's been months since I found out about the senators connected to Ren. I've wanted to ask her about it for a while. The waiting room's comfortable enough, but you stuffle a yarn and try not to look bored while playing a game on your phone. I've been waiting for 20 minutes. Figures that the senator's previous appointments would be running late. As you sit there trying to stay awake, you keep replaying last night's conversation with Brian in your head. It's hard not to think about how I actually enjoyed his sense of humor. Yeah, he really does have quite a lot to say. There was something behind his words, teasing, challenging. The back and forth banter we had going, it's kind of sexy. Wow, Ava, listen to yourself. Maybe you need to go back to a therapist. Okay, enough of Brian. Today's a new day. I gotta put him out of my mind. You watch out the glass doors as busy lawmakers and their staff pass by in the halls of the Russell Senate office building. Okay, I have Tiffany's case file with me. If the senator needs convincing, I've got a speech prepared. She can ignore me if I'm here in person this time. You hear someone suppress a bit of laughter behind you, making you nearly jump out of your skin. Ava, I promise there will be no ignoring you today. You look to see that the senator has come out of her office to greet you herself. You turn 6 shades of red before shaking her hand enthusiastically. Oh, Senator Dayton, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just, was getting up the nerves talking to you. She laughs. It's okay. I put my hand on my hip and pretend I'm Wonder Woman for 30 seconds before I speak publicly. I get it. Oh, publicly. And please, call me Sheila. Thanks for seeing me today, Sheila. I know you've been busy the last few times I've called, and I'm sorry about that, truly. I had my assistants find you an appointment as soon as I had one available. It's the least I can do after you helped to find my friend's son. I Let's find out what happened to the family after he came home. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, I got a diamond. How have he been since he made it back home? It was hard at first. He didn't sleep much. I don't think anyone in the house did, to be honest. It took a long time for everyone to find a new normal together. They're still working on it, one day at a time and all that. Did they see the family therapist I recommended? Yes, they were eager to go at first. It took them a long time to make the first appointment. I don't think it was so much that they didn't appreciate the recommendation. I think it was more the stigma. Even after going through everything they did and coming out it together on the other side, there was still this sense of shame, of failure. And in their minds, going to therapy increased those feelings? Pretty much. It did, but once they went, I think they realized the benefit and those feelings began to fade. That's good to hear. Oh snap, they got that music in the senator's office. Sheila ushers you inside her office and shut the door behind you. That's funny, they changed the music. So, let's get to the matter at hand, shall we? You're here because you wanted to know about Ren? You're confirming for me then? You do know him. The senator looks at you carefully. Yes. Personally? Yes. What can you tell me about him? The senator checks her watch. I have some time before my next appointment. What would you like to know? I should ask... let's ask more about Ren and his elusive occupation. Of course. Go with that option. What does Ren do? As his occupation, you mean? Yes. I guess you can say he's a fixer? A fixer? What, like a spy? A double agent? A hitman? Ren's far from a cold-blooded killer. How could you be so sure about that? Good question. People pay a great deal for his services, much too expensive for a simple hitman. No, he has a variety of skills that come in handy in delicate situations. Okay. You sound like you've had a taste of these skills personally. Let's just say that Ren would be offended if I painted him as a hired gun. There's a reason his name is whispered around the shadows. He's the kind of man that doesn't make history. He changes it. Okay, like what's that supposed to mean? Nations are indebted to him. Oh wow, that's insane. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Well, apparently, Okay, let's find out more about Brian and his relationship. So, who is Brian to him? Do you mean Brian Jacobs? I don't know, probably. I didn't get his last name. How many Brians does he know? Just the one from what I'm aware of. Fine, Brian Jacobs. Who is he to Ren? The senator chooses her next words carefully. The person who Ren trusts the most. Why? Because he has a very small circle of confidence and even a smaller circle of friends. Brian is smart, shrewd. He knows how to work his way around places that Ren can't go. Okay. Because Ren's afraid? Because it would be unfortunate for Ren to be put in certain situations. From my understanding, it's safer to have a handler, a degree of separation. Okay. So that's why he sent Brian after me, not to threaten me? Threaten you? That doesn't sound like Ren's style. But to be sure, you'll have to ask Brian yourself. The senator motions to her doorway. You turn and see a familiar man standing there. Oh, it's Brian. The adrenaline hits you as your eyes grow wide. Hello, Ava. I knew it. No, you don't get to talk to me, you son of a... Ooh. Hey, that's no way to greet an old friend. Old friend? Okay, calm down, both of you. You look at Brian as he closes his door and then pulls up a chair next to you. He sits down and rests his hand on his knee. It's so close that your fingers can almost touch. Oh wow, personal space? Your heart beats a little faster. You turn to Brian. Let's see. Let's say something funny. You like to keep following me around like a puppy. Yep. Really? A puppy? Yes. You're certainly no lone wolf. Otherwise, Ren wouldn't have sent you to sit and stay. Oh. He gives you a wry smile. I'm only sitting because Sheila asked me here. Are you sure this is okay, Senator? I'm supposed to trust him? Just like that? Sheila nods. Yes, I do. There's no reason to be worried. You keep your attention on the senator. I believe he knows something about Tiffany Younger. Who? Tiffany is my cousin. Okay. She's missing. I'm sorry. I realize how hard that can be. Let's go with, are you sure you never heard of her? He shakes his head. No, she never came across Ren's path or mine. I'm sorry. I wish I had something more specific than that for you. How long ago did she disappear? 13 years ago. Whoa, Brian gives a low whistle. Yeah, that's a long time, wow. That's a long time. You look at him, your eyes pleading. I can't stop looking for her. It's highly unlikely you'll find her at this point. You realize that, don't you? Oh, gee, thanks. Yes, no. I mean, I have to try it. I have to hope. The senator exchanges a look with you and gives you a nod. I'm prepared either way. I just need to know. Why do you think Ren has some kind of connection to her? Well, let's go with he might know who took her. Which is crucial for a case that never had a lot of witnesses to interview in the first place. What about the evidence make you think she was abducted? Tiffany's blood was the only DNA evidence at this scene. That's terrible. Yes, it is. It doesn't mean that anyone took her. It also means that she didn't go anywhere willingly. A good point, but Brian shakes his head. I've been around Renan long enough. Even back then, there's no way. Where did you get his name? It's not like it's not something you can find searching the internet. I know, I tried. And I know you tried, so where did you get it? I still barely know this guy, but Sheila trusts him, and I trust her. I haven't been able to get very far on my own, and it sounds like Ren's guy is pretty well connected. Brian would be a good person to have on my side. Let's share the details of Tiffany's case with Brian. Tiffany's father kept files, boxes and boxes of information he put together on Tiffany and the evidence. When he died, I got him. Got them. He left them for me. He left me a note saying he knew Tiffany was important to me, too. I had to keep looking for both of us. So you're resourceful and dedicated? I try. Anyways, he had a note, just a word scribbled on a piece of paper, Ren. It took me forever to figure out it was a person. I don't know if his first name or last name. Can't you just save me some time and tell me? Please. When did he die? My uncle Gavin died last year. I'm really sorry, Ava. If that's true, just point me towards Ren. There's just one problem. Your data is flawed. What? Which part? All of it. Whoa. You turn again to the senator. I don't think this is helping. Brian knows Ren better than anyone else. You should listen to him. You eye up Brian with a bit of suspicion and a hint of attraction. Really? Something about him draws you in. Let's go with, you can't know everything Ren does. Only Ren himself can speak to that. You said it before yourself. Ren doesn't enjoy the spotlight. Do you think he really shows you everything he does? The senator crossed her arm and gave Brian a knowing smile. She got you there. Brent sighs and rubs his forehead. He looks down and is quiet for a moment before he raises his eyes to meet your gaze. I assure you, absolutely and completely, Ren has never heard of Gavin Younger before or Tiffany Younger. You frown. And you are so sure of this because I am. But how? Because I'm Ren. He's Ren. Oh my gosh. What? I don't understand. I'm lost. Do you guys get it? What's going on? Don't tell me. But let's find out when we read chapter 3.